Hey Tom,
Hi, Tom.
happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Sorry we can't be there to celebrate, but we were asked to share some thoughts and some, I guess, memories of a long time relationship. So I think I'll start off.
Take it away.
Tom, we've known you since the mid 70s. I think you and I met in San Francisco with Levi's, but I know for sure it was 75 when I was moving to New York. And your advice to me was, as I was calling you from Florida, Rick, come on up, you basically got the job as long as you don't throw up on my desk. I guess I must not have thrown up on your desk because I got the job, and that was the beginning of a long-time friendship. Another memory I have, Tom, from Levi was you and I were coming in from Ohio or Pennsylvania, and we're flying over southern Manhattan, and we turned up the Hudson River to land at LaGuardia, and you looked out over Manhattan, and then you looked at me, and this was just after I think I got promoted to district manager. You said, Rick, you own that down there. I loved it.
Our next great memories, of course, are on Napa Drive. Weekends at Campo Beach, and then gathering for barbecues. Usually we ended up at Napa Drive. Thank you very much, Sandy. She was always the first to say, come on over to our house. But first we had to make a food run to Stu Leonard's and get those famous frozen hamburger patties. Very convenient. And after all the kids were tucked in bed, at least that's what we thought, we would go down to the TV room with Pepsi and bags of potato chips.
And oh, never mind.
and watch Saturday Night Live. Life was good.
And then we moved into our first house on 4 Prospect. And Tom, you told me that every new homeowner should have a tool wall. So guess what? You and I were off to Sears, and I think I bought every hand tool ever invented, including some that I still don't know what to do with. Anyway, Tom, thanks. They've served us well over the past 35 years, but they're not nearly as well organized today.
Never again. Okay, let's go on to the year 1980. The famous Summer of Love. This was also the year that we moved to California, another Levi move. We missed all our friends and the good times a lot. The annual apple picking trips, Thanksgivings together, and all those parties and more parties. But not too long after our move, we had a visit from the Feeley clan. We were one of their many stops on their cross-country tour. A bit road weary and feeling a bit heavy in more ways than one, we were the recipients of some of their stuff. A couple of plastic webbed aluminum lawn chairs, some pots and pans, and who knows what else, but they were all quality items.
I think more tools too.
Yes. But we still may have some of this stuff, but one thing I know we have is one of the stick beach chairs from a few years later, or before.
So, 1984, and back we moved to Westport. They say you can't go home again, but for us it was coming home again, in large part due to you guys. Things were different. Some things had changed, but our friendship stayed the same, and that was important to us. But more things happened. We watched the kids grow, moved up, moved away, got married. And then another move for us in 1999, this time to Kennebunkport, and the Captain Fairfield Inn. And I'm pretty sure it was our second weekend or third weekend at the inn. And the Feeleys arrived to spend the weekend with us because we thought it was going to be a quiet weekend in April and no big deal. Well, as new innkeepers, we were a bit harried, and as good fortune would have it, we got full for the weekend. So Tom greeted and chatted with guests. He helped kinda in the kitchen.
Until you asked him to leave.
Yeah.
Kindly asked him to leave.
And then Sandy, if you remember, you got put to work as a housekeeper because we needed to get the sheets cleaned when last minute guests booked the room. Tom, I'm sure some folks are still thinking about you as the new innkeeper.
Okay, before that move, Tom sold our house quickly and profitably. Thank you very much, Tom. But I must mention one incident. On one of our trips to Maine, Tom had an open house, and in Tom's efficient and thoughtful way, decided to restage the living room. We came home quite late after driving in a raging snowstorm to view this restaging. I was tired and frankly not very happy at what I saw. I do admit now that I overreacted, and I must now, after all these years, apologize to you, Tom. I'm very sorry. But a 4-foot houseplant does not belong on an end table next to a sofa.
Hey T, we've been friends for 35 years. We clearly feel we're a part of your family and know that you feel that you're a part of ours. So, Tom, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Wish we could be there. We love you.
We love you.
Oh, and one last thing. If we had been able to come to the party, we would have brought you your favorite sandwich. A cocktail size, small version sandwich made with peanut butter, bologna, butter, and onion. But I could never figure out which was on the top part so that it didn't get stuck to the roof of your mouth. Oh, the hell with it. Happy birthday, T.
Happy birthday. Love
Bye.
you.